I want to get you out the door with every result from every league in under 15 minutes, so that you're more informed about what's going on in the world of sports.
Hey TJ, what's going on? I'm Chandler and this is Tiger Beat Sports.
Hey everybody, I'm Chandler Sports and this is the Sport Report.
And I'm Chandler and this is Tiger Beat Sports. Welcome to a special edition of this all crazy sport newscast.
Broadcasting from somewhere in the United States.
Hit it, Blaze.
Welcome to the Sport Report.
Tuesday, June 18th, 2019.
Hey everybody, I'm Chandler with Sports, and this is the Sport Report. It's time to get you caught up on what's happening in the world of sports. This is Top of the Order.
In a year that has been so improbable, the impossible has happened.
This is Top of the Order.
Our top story comes from France, where the Women's World Cup is taking place. There were 4 games on the calendar yesterday. We'll start in Group B due to chronological order of when the games were played. China and Spain drew 0-0, and Germany defeated South Africa 4-0. What does that mean for Group B? Since this was the third round of group stage matches, Germany advances in first place with 9 points. Spain will go ahead of China in second place. Spain will finish 1 goal ahead of China. They both finished with 4 points. China is still in the hunt for a third place berth. 4 of the best 6 third place teams will move on to the knockout stage in addition to the top 2 in each group. So if we go to Group A, Norway defeats South Korea, eliminating South Korea. Norway 2, South Korea 1. Norway will finish in second place with 6 points. Nigeria will finish in third with 3. South Korea in fourth with nothing. South Korea are out, Nigeria are still in the hunt. So what does that mean for first place in Group A, you ask? France, the host nation, they defeated Nigeria 1-0. A 79th minute penalty by Wendy Renard had to be taken twice due to Nigeria's goalkeeper coming off her line. There were new laws enacted into football starting on June 1st, and one of those laws includes the goalkeeper having to have at least 1 foot on the goal line. Both of Nigeria's keepers' feet were over the line, in front of the line, and Renard was offered a second chance after she hit the post on her first attempt. She made no mistake, made the second penalty, and France moves on with 9 points and first place in Group A. Today in the Women's World Cup, there are 2 matches, both happening at 3 p.m. Eastern in Group C. Australia and Jamaica, Brazil and Italy. Brazil and Italy will be fighting for first place in the group. Brazil fell to Australia in their last match after blowing a 2-0 lead. Australia are in third with 3 points, level on 3 points with Brazil, who are in second based on goal difference. Italy are in first with 6 points, so first place is up for grabs by Italy, Brazil, and Australia. We'll see what happens in both of those matches tomorrow. Transitioning to the men's side, in the Gold Cup, the USA opens their campaign in the Gold Cup, which is between CONCACAF teams, CONCACAF being the confederation where the US plays. They'll be playing Guyana in their first match of Group D. Panama and Trinidad and Tobago will take place 2 hours prior. Panama and Trinidad and Tobago at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, USA Guyana at 9:30 p.m. Eastern, both on Fox Sports 1. Now to our final sport of the night, Major League Baseball.
Derek Jeter with one of the most unbelievable plays you will ever see by a shortstop. Ortiz into deep right field. Back is Sheffield. We'll see you later tonight.
Someday the Chicago Cubs are going to be in the World Series.
Now from Major League Baseball.
There were 12 games on the Major League Baseball schedule, but Mother Nature intervened and only 11 of them finished. The game that didn't even start was scheduled to be between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Washington Nationals. That was to take place at Nationals Park in Washington, D.C. Both teams will get to play this game of the Bryce Harper Bowl on a split doubleheader Wednesday, June 19th, which is tomorrow. Meanwhile, in the other 11 games in Major League Baseball, the Boston Red Sox defeated the Minnesota Twins 2-0. Rick Porcello is 5-6 on the season. He had 7 shutout innings for the Red Sox. Ryan Brazier gets his 7th save of the year, but his first since April 21st. New York Yankees 3, Tampa Bay Rays 0. Masahiro Tanaka becomes the first Yankees pitcher since Mike Mussina in 2002 to throw a scoreless ball game, complete game, 10 strikeouts or more, and 2 or less hits allowed. Tanaka had 10 strikeouts, 1 walk, and 2 hits exactly. Tanaka also becomes the 4th Japanese-born pitcher to throw 10 strikeouts in a shutout. Joining Yu Darvish, Hiroki Kuroda, and Hideo Nomo. Nomo did it 5 times throughout his career. The Yankees are now a game and a half ahead of Tampa in the AL East, 5.5 ahead of the Red Sox in the AL East. LA Angels 10, Toronto Blue Jays 5. Mike Trout hits his 260th career home run. Only 8 players have hit more home runs than Mike Trout at this stage in their career. The Angels broke open the game by scoring 7 runs in the top half of the second. From there, they were essentially unreachable. Cincinnati Reds 3, Houston Astros 2. Luis Castillo is 7-1 with a 2.26 ERA for the Reds. Atlanta Braves 12, New York Mets 3. Zach Wheeler falls to 5-5 on the season for the Mets as the Braves continue their tear on the entirety of Major League Baseball. Mike Soroka gets his 8th win of the season. He's 8-1 with a 2.12 ERA for the Braves. The Braves now lead the NL East by 3 games over the Phillies and 8.5 over the Mets, 9 games over the Nats. Texas Rangers 7, Cleveland Indians 2. St. Louis Cardinals 5, Miami Marlins nothing. Dexter Fowler hit a 3-run home run for St. Louis in the bottom half of the 8th to ensure that the Cardinals would get the victory. Mike Michaelis is 5-7 for the Cardinals this season with that win. Oakland Athletics 3, Baltimore Orioles 2. Mike Fiers gets his 7th win of the season. He's 7-3 for the A's. The A's scored 2 in the bottom half of the 3rd. They'd be the last runs scored in this ball game as Baltimore had an error. Those 2 runs would prove to be the winning runs for the A's. Kansas City Royals 6, Seattle Mariners 4. The Mariners were threatening in the bottom half of the 9th against Ian Kennedy, who gets his 8th save for the Royals in the end, but the Mariners offense was unable to score any runs in the bottom half of the 9th off of the chances they had created. San Diego Padres 2, Milwaukee Brewers nothing. Joey Lucchesi improves to 6-4 on the season for the Padres. Kirby Yates gets his 25th save of the year for the Padres. The Padres have had 25 saves, 25 wins out of 36 have come on saves this season. Manny Machado hit a solo home run to help the Padres win this ball game. And in the final game of the night, San Francisco Giants 3, LA Dodgers 2. Kenta Maeda falls to 7-4 with a 3.87 ERA for the Dodgers. Will Smith gets his 19th save of the year for the Giants. That's the Sport Report for Tuesday, June 18th, 2019.
Now, on Chandler.
Thanks for tuning into the Sport Report today. We'll be back tomorrow with the latest in sports. Do you want to contact Chandler Sports or members of the Sport Report team? Visit sportreportcws.com. This podcast is copyrighted by the Sport Report for viewers to understand sports from a news reporting basis. Any other use of this podcast, Sport Report logos, or anything associated with this podcast without the express written consent of Chandler Sports is strictly prohibited.